If you've seen the title of the video and you want to just see the weapon build for the fastest SMG in the game, which is kind of insane right now, the Marco, then I'm going to put it on the screen now. The movement speed with this is absolutely nuts. You can sprint while firing as well with that build, and for whatever reason the taped grip, they buff the hell out of it and it increases your movement speed and you just zoom across the map. So builds there if you want to copy it, but if you want to stay for some lovely gameplay, then please strap in and take a seat. Now I have to admit that I am really enjoying the new Warzone map. I think it's great. The outplay opportunities, the flanks that you can do, escaping, you've even got some sniping opportunities too, which you'll see in this video. Now I'm kind of sad about this because I played about 7 or 8 matches today, and earlier this morning my Windows did an update and it completely changed all my audio devices, and I didn't check them on OBS, which is what I used to record, and it just recorded the gameplay. So it didn't actually record my microphone or the Discord chat, because I was playing with a couple of mates here and we were having a laugh, of course, doing some tactics, that kind of stuff. So we're gonna talk over it and take a look at this new SMG and why it's so damn good. This thing is gonna be nerfed pretty soon. Apparently the new LMG is tasty as well, although I've not really played with that at all. I tried a blueprint of it, but the recoil was terrible. However, I've seen some clips on Twitter of people who have maxed out the LMG and fitted it out with the correct attachments. It looks ridiculous. Of course, whenever there's a new gun, you know, they want it to fit into the game, and maybe their testing hasn't quite got things right, or they've missed something here and there, and it ends up just being a bit broken for the game. Now this SMG, again with this build, you can sprint and fire at the same time, and the taped grip allows you to move super fast, so you can get in all sorts of firefights and squirrel your way around the map, taking people out, disengaging, healing up, re-engaging, reloading, getting back in a fight, throwing a snapshot grenade, and that kind of gameplay really seems to suit this map. This situation here, I'm not sure how I made it out alive, so I get a down on that player. There's another enemy who just comes out of nowhere. I pop the deadie. You know, maybe I wouldn't have escaped there if I didn't have the deadie, because they would have heard the footsteps, but I ran away from the fight, plated up, jumped back onto the roof, and I was just really hungry for kills in this game. I'm already on 15, so I wasn't really sticking near my team, which is kind of bad, but I feel like if you want to hunt for frags, this is the map to do it. Long range down there with the SMG, you can kind of compete at range, and I knew this guy was going to self-res, and I just pre-fired the Semtex there. It gets him. Cheeky team wipe. Didn't have a self-res, but thankfully Stod came back and got me the revive. I kind of wish though that this map had a few more squads in it. In quads it's 40 players, and I reckon a few more squads would go a long way here, because some of the matches actually end up finishing really early when the circle's big. Even though it's resurgence, if you've got a couple of demon players in the lobby, then they can quickly churn through all the teams and the players and get the job finished. So a couple more squads would be nice. And here we were just searching for the last player, and Tomo, who was on my team, was like, Jack, come up here, get the kill, get the 20 bomb. So I came up and just got absolutely railed by that player. We were just cracking up at the time. Tomo reses me. I get down instantly straight away because the guy peeked, and then Tomo just went, you know what, screw this, because Stod's gone down. We could have lost that, you know, they started pushing, but that's the victory there. And it was just a really fun match, you know, just utilizing that SMG as well as I could, slip sliding around, just having a blast with Warzone, to be honest. I really didn't think this map would do that much for me, but it's got me back into it again, and there's been a lot of good quality of life fixes too, not just in this update but over the last few. So it's in a pretty decent place right now, and I think that it's a good time to come back and give it a shot if you haven't played for a while. Maybe get some mates together, try out the new map and see what you think. Now this is another match we played today with a bit of sniping. You know, we hit some nice HDR shots there. Tomo jumped off the cliff, and he said that the reason he did that was to try and get me out the tower because I was just sat there sniping for so long. But here's a good example of how with this SMG you can escape even when you're on the back foot. Like that player had completely removed my armor. They had me banged to rights, but because of the movement speed I was just able to get away dead quick. And this is a kill here which demonstrates the sprinting and firing at the same time, being able to chase people down and just hip fire. You know, I play on mouse and keyboard, so I don't have that aim assist, but I think if you're a good player on controller, the sprinting and firing thing is going to be so much better for you. So, you know, this isn't like what optimum gameplay with this gun can look like. There's another content creator from the UK called Benny Central. He's been in a couple of my videos before, I think, in Battlefield in the past, and also Warzone. You know, when it started out, we did a few squad ups together. He got a 41 kill solo quads world record earlier today using this gun with the NZ. Even though the NZ is supposed to have been nerfed, it's still really strong. But the SMG, of course, was this, just running around like an absolute mad lad. And he plays on controller on PC, and if you go and watch his video, he's just posted it, you can see how good this is with controller on PC with aim assist. The movement is just ridiculous with it. I'll make sure to link it down below actually, so you guys can just click on it and watch it if you want. But now that game's over, we switched up to Caldera. This is the new version of the map with the 50% less vegetation. Most of the water's dried up. They've added a ton of new POIs. They've added Storage Town as well. That's where we were fighting at the start there. You may have recognized it from Verdansk. And I wanted to put this game in because it's got some longer range engagements in it and using the SMG again to its full advantage. Also some pretty dirty snipes in here too. Nice little grenade there. I mean, there's a lot of luck involved with that, to be honest. I just knew there was someone up there because I think Westy had called it out. But back in Storage Town here, I could hear someone on the other side of the garage. And we just saw a little flicker of them there. And they took out a stun. I'm seeing more stuns today. Not that I'm a big fan of that. And I went for the chase, just feeling confident. Get up onto that roof, get the kill. And then we'll move on to the next. I think Stod was calling for help here. There's an enemy down there with that Serpentine perk. I'm noticing that a bit more, and it's definitely saved a couple of people that I've been shooting at. So it does, is it 20% less damage if they're running away or sprinting at the time? But it's not damage to armor, it's just health damage. And I reckon that's why people don't really pick it. Maybe they've changed it in this patch, I'm not sure. Go up here on the hangar, take him out straight away with that HDR. The HDR is still my favorite sniper. Although the 3-line, my squad was saying that that's pretty decent. I don't know what was happening here. This guy jumped in the plane, tried to take off, and I'd done enough damage that I got kill credit when they crashed into a building there. Looked very cinematic indeed. I rejoined the squad over here, and they called out there was a guy behind the car here. So just using the Marco movement, stay on target. And then we also knew that there was a dude in the little building here. Could hear the footsteps running around. There they are. They run past me. Again, not a problem for this gun. I'm really liking it, but as I mentioned, it will be nerfed. I don't know if it's just the movement speed that will take a nerf. Maybe. I don't feel like the damage is much of a problem, to be honest. Well, this guy came leaping out the building the other way. So in the zone here, trying to keep up my ammo, trying to keep up my plates. I got the notification that someone was dropping in, and there was just a random player behind the rocks there. Luckily, I had another Gulag token. So I've been in once already, as you saw. I'm looking around for this guy, trying to find him. And I wanted to grenade the middle. I thought that would get the kill. I think the grenade hit them, and then they ran away. Then I get rushed behind, little jump flick, and got lucky. Hit him in the head. Back in the game, got my loot back. And we were just chasing the last few players here. Guy down here. Snapshots need to go, in my opinion. I'm going to use them whilst they're in the game. I think the recharge time on them should be a lot longer. They just adjusted it to 30 seconds and they reduced the radius a bit, but they're so strong, especially with restock. But it is what it is. While they're there, keep using them. And this is the last guy here. Down's Westy. But we got the takedown. And that's all she wrote for this match. Nice little game again on Caldera this time. So that's the new SMG. It's really strong. Hopefully I've demonstrated today exactly how strong it is. That build, incredible. Max it out, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. And that's going to do it for Warzone today. I do want to say, I did mention this in the stream yesterday, just a big thank you to everyone that's tuning into my content. The last couple of months or so have been really good in terms of variety and views and comments and engagement, sentiment. Watch time is really high, click-through rate's really good. And I'm just very appreciative of you guys tuning in, supporting me and watching my stuff. You know, I'm really enjoying this, making content at the moment. I'm trying to implement as much narrative into it as I can, but every now and again, just a bit of gameplay for you. I know some people do like to just see some gameplay commentary from time to time. And that's all, guys. If you buy anything in the COD store as well, a little plug at the end here, do consider using my code JackFrags. Tweet me a pic if you do as well, like all these people have. Bang the code in before you get the battle pass or blueprints. And if you do that and buy something, I'll get a bit of kickback. Just another way to help support me. Right, I'm off. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.